Hello, friends, and welcome back to your Weekender. I trust that everyone had a very Merry Christmas and is headed toward a Happy New Year. As for me, had one of my sons in from the U.S. Navy visiting. That was wonderful, and my daughter and my brother and my wife and a couple of close friends. So we celebrated on Christmas Eve as we traditionally do, and pretty much on Christmas Day, it was movie day. Pretty much stayed on the couch, didn't do much of anything but eat and nap and watch movies. So it was great. So again, I hope everyone had a wonderful holiday as we did here. I am recovering. In a previous video, I had mentioned that I was due for a ankle surgery. I had ankle reconstruction surgery. So this is my third surgery on this ankle. I injured it about 6 or 7 years ago. I tore all of the soft tissue on the interior part of my ankle. Subsequent to that, I broke the small bone in that right leg. Even before I could address the ankle situation, but pursuant to the soft tissue being pretty much gone in that area, the bones collapsed and then began to do all sorts of weird things. So I've had 2 previous surgeries. This was my third. I'm in recovery right now. I'll show you a quick image before the video's over of what I'm in. It's called an external fixator. There are rods and screws and plates and all sorts of things going on to try to get this thing back to normal. But I'm very hopeful, and I believe it will be so very soon. Likely to be up and on my feet come springtime, and I'll be able to get out and about like I like to do. So wish me the best. If any of you have experienced this, I think you know what an ordeal it can be to be off your feet for a good while. But you know, I'll keep trudging ahead, and I've got some great help here with my wife. She's taking great care of me and my daughter. They're just amazing, and I couldn't ask for better. So I'm very thankful. So I'm going to swing around here in just a second and show you this ankle and this contraption they call an external fixator. But before I do that, all I can think about is I feel like the doctor, the surgeon, probably had a real affinity for erector sets. I don't know if you guys remember erector sets from the 60s, 70s, and 80s. But I had one. I think my brother had one. You would get these little kits, and they were these metal bars and screws and wires and things that you could build different things. We could build bridges. I think you could build little, dinosaurs and odd and end construction projects, buildings, and what have you. So I think my surgeon must have had a real affinity for that because of this right here. Have a look. So yeah, I would say straight out of an erector set from the 70s. Absolutely. Yeah, that's an external fixator. I had never heard of this until about 2 weeks ago, but I'm exquisitely familiar with it today. But anyway, I'm looking forward to spring. With that, I thought a good topic today might be, leading into retirement and looking ahead to potential issues that you could resolve now before you actually leave a job or run out of health insurance or have to do something beyond just a normal health care coverage plan with a company. So I think I've mentioned before that it had been my intent to retire in April of 2025 anyway, but my company did a layoff. I was caught up in that layoff in November, and with that, I was thankful that I already had this surgery on the books for December 18, and it really wouldn't have mattered. The company did us well, and they paid for 6 months of health care coverage beyond the termination date. So I'm good through almost late spring, early summer. So I'm thankful for that. But if you're looking to retire or you're considering retire, one thing I would certainly do beyond financial things is to consider your health situation. You know, if you need some dental work, plan ahead, start early, get that done. I know that last year I had some dental work that I had been lagging on that just in preparation for retirement, I began trudging through that and knocking it out. I'm pretty much good to go. There's a couple of more things I have to do, but again, I was planning, trying to get ahead of that sort of thing, and you know, this surgery was another one of those things. I had spoken with my doctor probably in September, and he was pushing the date somewhat. He wasn't quite sure I was ready for the surgery, but I went to him in October, and he looked at it and he said, "Hey, I think we're good to go for December." And I was really excited and glad to hear that. Not that I was looking forward to it, but that I could get it done and almost be recovered by the time that I had originally planned on retiring in April. So that was good. Your eyes, of course, always, you know, take good care of your eyes. I've pretty much through the course of my life had really good eyesight, although in the last 5 or 10 years I've had to go to readers. I do a lot of computer work. My whole career has been behind a computer monitor of some sort, and so you know, of course, my eyes, I guess, got weak over time, and I had to go to those. But overall, they're good. If you need, you know, surgery, maybe a LASIK or cataract or something like that, certainly, you know, be looking forward to doing that before you were to retire, because you just never know what could come up. There could be subsequent procedures necessary. So I would just suggest and recommend doing that. You know, you've got the whole financial component that a lot of people talk about, but there is also your health, and just in general, you know, get checked up, make sure there's nothing going on that you're unaware of. I've always been a very healthy person. I've never been afflicted with anything major, just, I think, self-inflicted issues, you know, broken bones and you know, torn ligaments and things like that. And now this ankle was, you know, it was something I was doing. I was on a run, and I'm not really a runner. I've worked out a good portion of my life, but running was never one of those things. And I went to a run for a good cause. It was a military cause, and I was happy to do it. And I would say about halfway through, I noticed some twinging in that ankle, and about that time I saw 6 Marines go by carrying a stretcher with a mock injured soldier on top, and they were running, and they were going to run that entire 5K. So I wasn't about to stop. So I finished it, got home, and it was as big around as a large grapefruit. And there my journey began with this ankle. But anyway, the message here is to be looking ahead, take care of any procedures that you may foresee, get yourself checked, see if there's anything that you're unaware of that you may need to get done, and just, again, pre-prepared financially and health-wise. Those are the 2 things you're going to need to be aware of and take care of. So anyway, it's good to be here. I'll be good to go here before too much longer. I'll push through this, and I hope everyone takes care as it's staying warm. And we'll see you in the new year. This is Chris with your Weekender. We'll see you soon.